And what were the first big challenges when you just joined the business?
Understanding the family. Yes, for me it was because I've always stayed abroad. So at the age of 13, I went to a boarding school. Straight after the boarding school, I got myself enrolled in in Cardiff University in Cardiff, UK. And straight after that, I came back.
How you how you see traveling and how it's changed your mindset?
It's a very funny question for me. Traveling is more like a research work for me rather than enjoyment. I'll tell you, now when people travel,
So how you take tourism in like Chandigarh, Punjab? So what's your take on it?
I think more can be done, quite honestly, because Chandigarh literally is very, very beautiful. I mean, if there is something more attractive to this city, I'm not saying make more beautiful, but I think we should take.
So let's try this AI hack. Welcome to new episodes of Growth Secrets with Mastermind Implementation with AI Hacks with Nipun Syal, AI Automation Marketing Specialist and founder of 3 companies. So today we have with us Sardar Jaspreet Singh A, Managing Director Ramada and JK Venture. Today what we're gonna learn and implement is how a guy left his business in England and come back to India and help his family business to grow. Second, how you can maintain and retain a status of 5-star. The skill that how you feel your competitor as a best teacher. Last but not the least, one AI hacks. So stay tuned till end. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, subscribe below. And we have built a WhatsApp community. You can join the community from the link in the description below. Happy learning. So welcome to new episodes of Growth Secrets with Mastermind Implementation with AI Hacks with Nipun Syal, AI Automation Marketing Specialist and founder of 3 companies. So today we have with us Sardar Jaspreet Singh A, Managing Director, Ramada and JK Ventures. Hi Jaspreet, welcome to our show.
Hi, thanks for having me here.
So what made you to involve in your family business?
I was not involved in my family business. I went to England and I stayed there for good 7 years, thinking I'll do my own ventures. But then the growth calls and the business, instinct in me recalled that India is on a boom right now. So I should rethink my strategy. I still have my company there. I still have my setup there. I've left that for a while. I've come back to, experience more in India and take value out of it and then go back, maybe implement something out there. Yeah.
Okay, very well. So how's your graduation shaping in your career? Like you did your
It
hmm.
massive input of my graduation. I mean, it depends. If you go to a very theoretical university, you will end up becoming another lecturer or another person who just knows the theory part of things. Luckily, my university, which is University of Surrey, was very practical in its context. So they taught me the reality of the industry, which I could, implement when I came back, and it made me, reap out good success.
Okay, and how's your business different from others?
See, I'll tell you, we are more personalized in our hospitality. If you go to any five-star hotel in and around, you will never see a owner getting involved directly. And if you leave everything onto the employees, they don't get as personal with the customers. They don't make that extra effort. Apart from few brands out there that do, both of them are Indian brands. I would not name them, but they both are Indian brands. They make an extra effort to make sure that the customers are very happy, they are fulfilled. Uh, but on the other hand, all commercial brands, they don't get personally involved, especially employees. So we are personally involved at the hotel. One of the family members is always there to make sure everything has been delivered spotlessly. And if you see our Google reviews and whatnot, we've ever since been at 4.5 and above. This is one of the strategies to how we have always been delivering happiness to people.
Right, like even I ran a cafe and it was a very small cafe around 2000 square foot, and it was very pressurized job to run a cafe that you need to take care of entire stuff. It's everything going right or wrong. And now you are running a five-star, then you have a lots of good events like ministers, marriages and all. So how you cope up with that pressure, because people is having more expectations from you.
Yeah. See, now I can say good leadership, but that won't do justice to actually good team guys. So I would say good employees, good team. That makes the entire difference. If you have good people who can execute your commands, that will bring success and successful events to you. If you are the only one doing your leadership and involved in every single decision, you will just not be the part of the success of the company, rather you will be an hindrance, because everything boils down to you. You are the one that if you don't take a decision on time, everything is delayed. So I think if you have a responsible team member, if you have somebody who can take authority over to what they do and how they do, I think you are in good hands.
Okay, and I met lots of entrepreneurs. There is some burning problem, like when you train someone and when they hand over all that, then there is two things going to happen. One is they start coming back to you, I want an increment, these kind of stuff. Other is like competitor will fetch him. So how you handle with this situation?
I think again I'll say the same thing. Good leader. When you're a good leader, you can create more good employees. So I think it's a continuous process. You cannot have somebody's loyalty. You cannot buy that. So if you're a good company, if you are giving them good atmosphere to be in, if you're giving that personal family touch, they will retain. But jisko growth, person who's getting a growth, they will move. They will move. Yeah.
And what were the first big challenges when you just joined the business?
Understanding the family. Yes, for me it was because I've always stayed abroad. So at the age of 13, I went to a boarding school. Straight after the boarding school, I got myself enrolled in in Cardiff University in Cardiff, UK. And straight after that, I came back, did Ramada, went back again. So I never had that time to understand the family and the way we work and who we are and how a non professional environment works. I'm not saying that we are non professional, we are more family oriented professionally. So you have to create that balance. You have to respect your father as a CEO, as the guy, and then you also have to respect what actually is supposed to be done. So that balance is difficult.
Okay, and who was your first mentor?
Uh, in England, Richard Branson. Otherwise, obviously, my grandfather. I can never imagine starting anything from scratch, and especially with a political turmoil like partition. He went through it. He was decently doing well in Pakistan, and this all this happened. I mean, many families have gone through it. One of them was my grandfather. He came here, resided here, did job, learned the art of gold, and created one of the best gold shops in Patiala. So I think hands down to him, he has done it from scratch, which is very challenging, very very challenging. See what we are doing. We have something, we are multiplying it. He had nothing to multiply. So that I believe has set a bar in my brain that you can do wonders even if you don't have anything because you have yourself. So he had himself.
Yeah, but there is one thing more, like in the second, third generation, when you are into business, then some people are taking it to very next level, and some people are just screwing it everything. So how you take up with that?
So I think I would give that to my parents. They have brought us up in a non-comfortable environment. Don't take me otherwise when I say non-comfortable, as if they have not given us the benefits of a successful life in a way that we should be adapted to it. They have told us to go out, be in a boarding school, get hardworking. Even if you don't get anything from the family, that means you need to learn how to make your own way. So I think that part of their upbringing was the most successful, where they made us non-dependent on their success. And today, when we have that seat to cater, their seat, their made seat, we respect it, that we have earned it and not just gotten it because we are the sons and daughters. I have a sister too, so I will take her name. So we are the sons and daughters of such a family, and we're just going to get our seat and sit over it and rule. No, we think we have earned it because we have done our bit when we were young.
Okay. And some of your friends, when you call, like when they call you up and they will think, and you will tell them, I am an event at a hotel, and they will like, okay, so Jaspreet is enjoying every time at the events. But how exactly the second side of it? Like,
Yeah. So one of my schools, it was in Ambala. My dear friends, they made sure that okay, Jaspreet is always busy. Let's go and stay in his hotel and do a two-nighter social with family. So they came over and I welcomed them and everything was good. But my phone and my doorbell will not stop ringing because I was in my own work sphere and they wanted decisions to be made and they would just come back to me again and again, and they swore that they will never come back to the hotel for a social get together because they said you were so busy. We need 5 days of yours in a year so that we can just go somewhere and relax. So I think that's the plan.
yeah, because it's very difficult when you are at work, people will think you are enjoying, and there's always something coming at your mind. I want to do that. So, are you planning for new collaborations, or are you planning to take your business to new areas?
Yes, absolutely. So collaborations is one major part of my, forte. If you think brands is collaborations, and I have to join hands with new brands. So hopefully, very soon I'm going to be bringing the first brand of in Punjab. I cannot name it at the moment because I'm under an NDA with them, but we're going to be bringing one of the first brands in Punjab, and it's going to be a big move ahead for us.
Right. So, how you take tourism in like Chandigarh, Punjab? So, what's your take on it?
I think more can be done, quite honestly, because Chandigarh literally is very, very beautiful. I mean, if there is something more attractive to this city, I'm not saying make more beautiful, but I think we should take IT sector more seriously. The government should get involved and bring more companies related to that sector out here. That brings a lot of business, some amusement things related to amusement, so that people can have something to do apart from just a mall and things like that. So I think more can be done with Chandigarh. And if I talk about Punjab, I mean, come on, this is a gold mine. I have always considered Punjab as one of the most performing states, but always in the bad hands. So if it is being taken very seriously, and if we deliver things that are attractive to people, like farm stays could be a thing in Punjab. Our food, I mean, you go to any part of the world, Punjabi food is there.
Yeah.
This is how amazing our culture, our state is. I mean, if we just expedite onto it, if we just expand onto the idea of these things, I think we can take our state to a very different level.
Right. So COVID-19 is like a bad sector for hospitalities also. So how was your experience at that time?
Very bad for everybody. It was somebody that our generation has never seen. In fact, our father's generation has never seen. They've seen wars, they have seen partitions, but that was not a worldwide phenomena. This generation has seen a worldwide phenomena where everything in the world was on a shut, so nobody knew what to be done. And I was in England locked for about, I think, 11 months. The government was very supportive out there. The government was supportive in India, but banking sector on the other hand was more supportive, I would say. They understood. They gave us facilities that kept us running during this tenure. We used our situation to our advantage, where we refurbed the entire hotel, entire machinery. We upgraded it rather than retaining and sitting to what will happen. We upgraded the hotel. We took a risk, like we had our faith in God that this is not the end. So we took it that way.
Okay. So how you make sure that your one-time customer will again come to you as a lifetime customer, because lots of people have love with the brands. If they like the hospitality and they keep on coming and they keep on looking for the same chain.
Yeah.
So how you make sure that people will come back?
See, we are not just hospitality industry. We are very much a service industry. I think if you give a good service, not just I'm saying as if somebody orders something and it's there in time. I'm not saying that. Overall, the infrastructure matches your service, your people, your rates, everything about your thing has to be in line with each other. Once you have that formula set, I think people will never lose you. And I think in our industry, one big trick is when you get personal with them. When somebody comes over and you recognize them and you welcome them as if they've been a part of our place, that's something, it's just magical. I mean, I would always go to a place where somebody greets me from my name, welcome back, Mr. Rora, and I would be there. It makes me feel warm, it makes me feel more personal. So I think that's something that we do with our guests.
Yeah, I did the same hack with one of a hotel I was working like for creating a strategy. Then we tell them like whenever somebody's coming as a repeated customer, just say them hi, hello with their name. So the people who are coming along with them, the guy will feel proud. Oh, so they I know them, and that's like a kind of like appreciation to him.
I would add a point to it. So in my software, I've especially taken a feature, and I have about 11 years of data on this. So if some customer comes back, and let's say if they're allergic to something, or let's say they want a hard pillow, so we literally put into their profile that this customer likes a hard pillow. And if we see the trend happening three times or more, the fourth stay, the hard pillow will already be there in their room. So they feel more personal, that they have already considered my comfort level and they have already taken that action for me. So this creates an even added personalization to my industry. Yeah. So
Wow, it's very new thing to learn. Yeah, that's called like the experience of the people.
exactly.
Yeah. Okay, so are you doing something socially also? Like any social responsibility, you are contributing something to our environment.
Yeah. So see, when you say who's my mentor, my grandfather, a big, I would say, philanthropist. Um, he's been doing things for local Gurdwara Sahib, Pingalwada, and so on and so forth, because he had the exposure for the same. And when I say a worldly mentor, Richard Branson, he's been involved in a lot of things. Mr. Tata, I mean, he's been my mentor as well. He does a lot of things related to philanthropy. In my case, I think environment plays a very important role. I can see the air getting bad day by day, more industries coming in, non-responsible. And when I go back home, see, look in the eyes of our children, what atmosphere are we going to give them for tomorrow? I think it's a huge responsibility to in our shoulder. One of the examples, for example, I, being young, had a fancy car, loud and noisy, gas guzzler, sold it when I got an idea in my mind that I think I should be more responsible, sold that car immediately, and today the entire family is either on electric or hybrid. Our hotel was the first in Punjab to get an electric taxi, even when the authorities never knew how to put a taxi number on an electric car because they didn't have the system set. So I was the first one to get it. So all my pickup and drops is 100% zero carbon. So that's how I think we have been responsible towards our social front.
That's really appreciated. So we'll not see just Preet riding in a Mustang and all.
That was the car I had. So yeah, sold it. Done.
Okay. So that means like you are which you are inner, which you are outer, it's same. Like you did it for the hotel, just not for to getting good clients, you are also contributing to the environment
Yes,
also.
absolutely.
That's really great. Okay. And how you deal with the tough competition? Are Jasprit will going to other five stars to check it out, like how exactly they are doing, what exactly, how you will get to know about new ideas?
See, I have never considered competitors as my enemy. I have considered them as my biggest teacher. So I always learn. Let's say if my competitor is doing something wrong, let's say they are being rude to customers or they are not being the way hospitality is supposed to be, I learn what not to do. And if my competitor is doing something which is nice, which is something different, I learn what to do. So this is exactly how I go about. So I always go to my competitor's place, learn. For example, I've just taken a competitor's membership yesterday. So I've just taken their membership. I'll go dine there. I'll go stay there. I'll meet their team. I'll see. I'll learn. I'll interact with them. I'll understand their SOPs, the formulas, and I come and implement it at my place. Why not?
Wow. So what the typically day looks like of Jasprit? So how do you do the work-life balance? Because whenever I just call you up, you just cut the phone and call me back. People know I was busy here, there, and you very difficultly found time for this podcast. First of all, thank you. So how exactly it is?
First of all, it was my pleasure, and second of all, sorry for for this. I'll tell you why. Because see, we are a season-based business. And fortunately, unfortunately, we linked when the season was on. So our day actually looks like when the season is on. The evenings are very, very busy because we personally, as I said, we are personally involved in the business. We personally go and meet the customer and ask them if everything is fine, their stay is good, and if there's any review that you want to give. That's how we grow. And in the morning, as I said, I'm bringing a brand new brand to Punjab, the first one. So I'm involved in the construction in the first part. So that's why my days have gone really busy. Otherwise, my team is efficient enough to handle my headaches, and I can be more in the social life, meet new people, meet new business, partners of the future, and grow. So that's how it is. Yeah.
So are you part of any social networking group or any community?
Yes, I am. Again, a lot of complaints from them that this season I'm very irregular, which usually I am not, but I am a part, as we are a part of YI, CII. Love them. They are amazing. So many mentors I've met there. I'm part of Roundtable. Amazing. I would encourage everybody to be a part of it. I'm a part of EOI, which is Entrepreneurs of Interest, all local entrepreneurs. They meet and they learn. So, for example, they call in a mentor. They give a speech on a particular segment, like quality assurance, and every month there is a different theme. So we learn from the big players. Like last month, Vardhaman Steel, the CEO of Vardhaman Steel, was there to teach us certain aspects of the business. So when you learn directly from such leaders, you want to become at that level. So I think it opens your horizon. So yeah, socially I'm quite active with all these clubs. I'm not into kitties. I'm not into other kind of social. I only join clubs. So I think that's the best way to grow and interact.
Right, that's the best piece of advice. Like if you want to grow exponentially fast.
Yeah, for the young generation, I'm also a Freemason, by the way. Yeah.
Okay. And are you planning to invest like there are lots of angel investor coming these days. So are you planning to invest in some business and let them grow?
Yes, that's my future plan. I think once you have grown to a level, you cannot. I mean, In fact, I should say, your own business becomes a part of the left hand because you know how to do it. Now, let's say today, if I have to set up a hotel, God willing, in Goa or some other place of the country, it could be any place. I could do it with my left hand because I know what goes where, how. I can consult my own hotel. Architecturally, I can design my own hotel because I know the game. I've done it twice, thrice. Now I've learned it. But new ventures, as they famously say, all eggs in one basket. I don't want to be a master of just hospitality. I want to be a participant of other industries that are growing. But if I start doing it, I don't think so. I'll be justifying my involvement with hospitality. So I should be, becoming a part of other entrepreneurs as well by investing in them. So yes, that is one of the strategies I will do in future for sure.
Are you planning to use AI or are you using AI in your business?
Oh, big question. Yes. So AI is going to change the world. It already has. Um, it's going to be for good. It's going to be for bad. For good, let's start with good. Um, Front office, for example. AI is amazing in dialect. AI is amazing in personalization. AI is quick. AI is non complicated. There is no human error to it. And I believe AI will take over things like front office. And there's another very major department in our industry which is called guest relations. So, it's just about interacting with guests and asking if everything was okay. I think AI again is going to do that for me. Typical things like service and housekeeping, obviously, is going to fall down to humans. But AI is going to intrude every single industry that we talk about. Marketing, we were just talking, marketing is going to be something in hospitality which is going to be taken over by AI again. So, yes, I will have to use the AI. The negative part about AI is that's going to make a lot of people jobless. And I think it's a wise advice that I'm on social media advising people. I should tell them to rather not feel threatened by AI, rather to start channelizing their studies, their education towards AI so that they can learn the tricks and trades of this industry and be a part of it rather than be left behind. So they don't, feel as if we've been jobless because of AI. If they learn the art of AI, they can be a part of the growing AI industry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like AI can take your job
Yeah.
to next level.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you are using AI, then you can take it. So that's what we are doing in the podcast also. Like we are trying and teaching people like how they can use AI into, but it's just make their work easier. And that's all, like it's all. But if you are doing a many repetitive kind of task where there is lots of errors in the human, then AI definitely replace that. So how you maintain work-life balance? Like, do you do any hobbies and all stuff, or is it stay involved in the work?
I currently am a big failure in that balance segment. Um, so I am a national shooter. I have been a gold medalist for HP. I used to 10 meters pistol and rifle both. I love that hobby. I'm a part of a club here in Chandigarh, but the only problem is I don't get time to actually go and do it, practice and go play nationals, go play state. I would love to do it. I would love to do it. I love playing tennis. I can't, just do that because of the time aspects. I'm always late for my gym training sessions, which is at my hotel. I just go to my own gym. I have my trainer coming in waiting. Bichara is, I can't say much about him. But yeah, I mean, just because of as I said, we are getting involved in new businesses, new ventures, and we are also converting our business way of doing business into a more corporate structure where we are centralizing everything because we've got our ventures in Mumbai, in Shimla, and other places. So we are just concising everything to a corporate structure now. So doing that needs time, needs a personal effort. So I think that is important for a year or so. Once I'm done with all that, I think I'm going to get back to my schedule.
Sure, then we'll call Jaspreet again to do it. How you just streamline everything.
Absolutely.
And that's what we do with AI automations. We streamline entire stuff, like how exactly it will go.
But I hope AI could do exercise from my end. It won't. Yeah.
Right. So, and my next question is how you see traveling and how it's changed your mindset.
It's a very funny question for me. Traveling is more like a research work for me rather than enjoyment. Now, I'll tell you, now, when people travel, it's a break from their 9 to 6, or even if they run, let's say, the entire day in the office, it's a break for them. But when I travel, I see a new dish, I see a new drink. Now, this thing will get stuck into my mind to know how was it made, where was it made, how could I make this in my hotel. So I would get after it. So it is a never ending research work for me in my brain. For me, travel has always been yatra. When I do yatra, that is when I am at peace. Let's say if I make a plan, okay, I will go to Shirdi, or I will go to Golden Temple, or I will go to some dargah. That is when I'm at ultimate peace because I'm connecting with the high most, where there is no research, no nothing. It's just me and the vibe. But when I'm traveling, let's say Dubai, a hotel, or I'm taking a flight, I'm constantly thinking of new things. So yeah,
So you just do like this, like when he likes his dish, you just call the chef and give you a card. Okay, if you want something, come to.
that's exactly what I do. That's exactly what I do.
So whenever, like, if you see Jaspreet at your hotel, please
Yeah,
watch it carefully.
mind me. Yeah.
Okay. And now you are involved in lots of the stuff. Do you think that you will be able to go back to England and do, because right now I think you are enjoying this stuff. That's not about you are struggling, it's about enjoying day-to-day tasks, because I think whenever like the day you will be free, you will see something missing. Something is missing in life, what I am not doing, why I am sitting idle. So what's your plan? Like, do you want to go back or you want to stay over here?
Quite honestly, my answer is sitting right in front of me. I'll tell you how. A structural engineer, so not structural, a civil engineer. Yeah, and doing his passion right now, right? So I think my passion was always to be in that atmosphere of England because when I went away, India was not in the right structure. I have always been the one standing in line, doing my stuff in an adequacy, not doing things out of the way. And that way, at that time, sorry, India was only working out of the way. I never liked the atmosphere. I went away. Now India is getting more structured. Everybody is getting more educated. People are not rash on roads, not rash in public offices. Everything is getting still systematic. I am adapt. I think India is becoming England for me.
Yeah.
And as I've gotten matured, I've thought, why run away from a situation? Why not stay and change the situation? I think that's more challenging. So rather than India being my retirement country and my business in England, it'll be the opposite way now. India will be my business country, and maybe, hopefully, God's grace, England will be my retirement. I can never leave that country because I've always been passionate about their structure, their history. My friends are there, my studies have happened there. So I will go back sooner or later, but just as a visitor, not as a settler this time. Yeah.
And can you share some special story of in one of your trips, like recent trips?
Okay, yeah. Let's say Azerbaijan was one of the trips I went. Unfortunately, during the trip, I lost my cousin brother. So I had to rush back. But the things that I learned, that how culture could play such an integral role in shaping the country. Nothing bad about the place, it's amazing. Uh, but it didn't make me feel as warm or comfortable because of the way people dealt. um, and the beautiful country, one of the most beautiful buildings is being structured there in Baku. Yet with all those things, with the beautiful landscape, with the wine, with everything out there, still the country didn't make me feel warm, and I would not want to go back there. I think it's the people. I learned this. It's the people that make the country. It's never the country or the infrastructure, or the way it is. It is how you've been dealt with in that atmosphere that makes it warm. So I would always say to my fellow Indians, behave in public area. When you are around foreign tourists, they are not just taking what they see in terms of buildings and roads and cars. It's the people that they see and they take it away. And they would only come back if people have made them feel warm.
Yeah, very well said. I want to know one secret. Like whenever I met you, you are very energetic every time, like morning, evening, and I can ask you any topic related to anything, and you have the answer. So how you'll stay innovative and quite energetic? It's due to like you're doing very well. What exactly? I want to know the secret because we met lots of times and different. Like in the evening, we have met sometimes at Ramada also. You always like look like okay, you are very energetic. So what's the secret behind that?
Uh, Three things. When you say informative, reading, reading, reading.
Okay.
I think I read all the time. If I'm on the phone, I'm not going through reels, I am reading. Or even if I'm going through reels, it's going to be something related to hospitality or a new idea. So I've got folders. Literally, I've got folders. Next venture, so and so building for Ramada, and so on and so forth. Because I have ideas stored for every venture and executed. That's the real part. Reading, I keep reading about new stuff, new books, new business people that are coming in the field and doing spectacular things in the field. That is one way that I keep my information high in my brain. In terms of energy, I think it's just my vision for the tomorrow, where I want to see myself, where I want to be. I think that keeps me alive, that keeps me energetic, that I want to be there, I want to be there. Even if I'm sleeping at night, I think of tomorrow. I think that's the faith, that I know that the tomorrow will come. That's my faith in God, that He will deliver me my tomorrow. And that aim in right in front of me keeps me alive. I think if every young person just have their tomorrow self placed right in front of them, they're going to be starting to fetch it. And when they're going to start fetch it, energy will just flow in. Yeah.
So now I will also try to do all that stuff. I always try like what my next day will be, then I look my calendars and meeting and it just get
Yeah.
faded away. But it's yeah. So our last round is rapid fire round where you need to answer the question in 5 seconds so that you should not manipulate. I know that you know all the answers because you know everything. Like that's literally I want to learn it from you because sometime I ask you from like 1 year back, I asked you something like how we can do automations in home. You told me, oh, Nipun, you do this, and you have these products. And I asked something else related, and you have. I asked something related to that construction we connected, then you have some other solution. So that's really inspiring for me. Favorite book?
Atomic Habits.
On my podcast, around 10 to 12 people give me same advice, favorite Atomic Habits.
It's amazing.
Yeah,
It's
so
fantastic.
last week I started reading that. So yeah, it's really amazing. I just completed around 10 to 12 pages, but it's really amazing.
See, I think why Atomic Habits? Because when we are online or looking at all these motivational videos or people or whatever, we look at the macro aspect, we look at the bigger picture, and we get inspired. Okay, we want to be there. But how can you get there? It is the small things that it's never the top floor, it's never the third floor, it's the first step of the stairs that take you to the third floor. So, Atomic Habit, I think, summarizes that single step of the stair very beautifully so they can climb sustainably. You can be there with proper channel. You just don't be there in the third floor, you have to climb up there.
Yeah, if you are making progress daily 1%, then it is 37x.
Exactly.
Okay,
There
yeah.
you go. There you go.
Yeah.
You know the book.
Yeah. Okay, one word that describe your business.
Happiness. I mean, we are in the industry of happiness. We have to deliver happiness. People are happy. People pay us well.
That's why you're always smiling when you meet. Biggest inspiration.
Again, Richard Branson, I believe.
If you could have one superpower, what would it be?
Convert 24 hours into maybe 48 hours.
Okay, so every entrepreneurs want that, right? I don't have enough time. Favorite cuisine?
Indian, Italian, I would say two because they're both complicated, very hard to master.
Favorite musical brand?
AC/DC, Metallica. I'm into rock music. So,
Okay.
yeah.
One skill you wish you had?
Again, create more time or be more social. One of these two, yeah.
Favorite social media platform?
LinkedIn.
If you could switch the life with somebody, whom would it be?
Any big entrepreneur, any big billionaire, one of these Adanis, Ambanis, or Richard Branson, or the reason I say not for their money, the reason I say that I want to learn how do they run such a big empire, what formula, what SOPs do they inhale that they, work anywhere they are, but their businesses are working fluently. So I think that one skill I would love to learn from them.
Okay, and one which you want to break?
Sorry?
One bad habit you want to break?
Getting late for meetings. I think that's something I would really love not to happen.
Okay, that was a similar mind stuff. Like when I was not doing overseas projects, so I will be late everywhere. But when I started working with them, then they always be on time. If you just 5 seconds late, 10 seconds, they will always poke you up why you are, or they will left the meeting. So that's how like I built up a habit now. And what happened last week, I go to a party at a proper time with the card, and nobody was there.
Really?
Yeah, in India, like it's like I was used to like this. But then I thought, yeah, no, I need to move back to my that habit also, and for overseas work, kind of. And thank you, Jaspreet, for coming to our show. It's really, really learning thing for me also. And thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. So here, this Phuket Island clients wants to automate the full process if some leads come in. So let's quickly check what are their requirements. So I have created a doc as soon as a lead come in from Phuket Land Rehab, and that form has been built with HubSpot. So as soon as the submission comes on HubSpot, client will get notified, and apart from that, my client also get notified. That means the owner and a prospect both will get notified, but the owner will get that we have a new lead, so that lead will not get missed. And apart from that, the lead, the prospects who has filled up the form will also get a notification, thanks and welcome to Phuket Island Rehab and all that stuff. Automate text and email to client. For notification to WhatsApp, I will use Wati. HubSpot we already have. Automate text and email to client. Here we are using Sendinblue. Now Sendinblue is known as Bravo. Automated text contains schedulings. For scheduling, I have suggested Tidy Call. Talk for first call. Okay, so for first initial call created, so the software which we are using is called First Call. HubSpot sign to tell sales team just call. Just call we can use. And HubSpot drip campaign they want 3, 7 and 4-day campaigns. Okay, that is sorted. For automating and connecting all those softwares, I am using Pabbly. So let's automate the stuff. So I'm going to Pabbly dashboard. The first trigger will be the HubSpot form submission. So first we need to start with HubSpot CRM. New contact added. Now here I need to connect my HubSpot API with. I think we already have this. So I'm just taking the recent one as my HubSpot. So what are the output properties I want? What about these kind of things I don't require? Name, it's good to go. And we need to see their first name and all. First name, got it. Last name also we can capture email, and I need one more thing, that is mobile phone number. Event send request. HubSpot wellness website form. Harvey's is the one that is the last, but I don't want to mess up with Harvey's right now, and I will check. There will be one more form from where client has triggered it. Yeah, here it is. How can we help you? We need a country also. Country. First name, last name, country. How can we help you? That I need to check. Let me put mine over here. Let it be like this. Testing. And here what I need to do is, first let me send it. Let me see. Yeah, got it. So here see my property message is testing. So I got a message, I got my last name, I got my first name, but here phone number is not capturing. That we need to take care. Phone number, let me add it again and see if it is able to fetch my property or phone number. Got it. So property phone number is there. Testing, Syal, okay, this, I didn't need, okay, my name is all there. So that is good to go. Now I want to send a message from Vati. First, I want to send a template message. What is already there. Here I need to put the client's number. Let me check it quickly. instead of a client number, let me add client number. We'll change it with the client. First we are doing the testing. Welcome to Phuket Island. If I can able to send the SMS. Okay, 289. Phuket, welcome Phuket Island. I need to go to Wati and see. I am seeing they don't give me rights. They are giving me only chatbot access. That will be one try from here. Put my name. Probably name should be dynamic, rest parameters are not correct. Okay, that is the internal notification. And in the next step, I want to send a notification to client as well, the prospects who have put up a load. So here we need to do the same step. Here I am taking the phone number from here. Welcome Phuket Island. Just saving it for now. Now these all get connected. We can change always a template from a template parameters from Wati. Let me go back to doc. HubSpot form submission working, notification working, automate text and email to client. So right now text and email is not working. Let me go to Bravo, create a list out of it. I'm not here again, they haven't given me that list. First contact CRM, I think it's a very old one, nobody's in this. So first contact CRM, what I will be doing is, let me connect Bravo and see if the client has given me rights, and I will add them in a list. Instead of this, we'll add them into a list. Okay, Bravo already they have connected. I don't want to mess with this first contact CRM. What I will be doing is first contact CRM, and from here I am adding the email ID. Let's see if it is pushing up a tag or not. Welcome already in the list, so does not exist. Sorry, add existing, and instead of this existing contacts, we need to add Okay, so first we need to create a contact because already it is not in a database. We want to use email blacklisted, true professional list. Here we need to choose first contact. We take first name from here, last name from here. Develop to know. These things are not needed, but want to blacklist anyone. Okay, let's try and see if now we'll check in Bravo. Earlier the contact was 0. Is it added or not? Yo, it's 1. It has been added in the contact list. Client has didn't given me any permission to check who is in the list, who is not in the list. Still, my automation will work from here. I can fetch everything. So that is also done. Then moving back with this, just call. Let me see if we can trigger. Just call from here. Well, we can't do anything for this. This call, so I need to tweak the step. Body Bravo. From Bravo, I will trigger this automation and SMS automation, and drip campaigns will be done by Bravo itself. And HubSpot assigned to sales team. Let me see if we can assign something from HubSpot. For this, I need to check their HubSpot on the back end, but still it looks good till now. So that's how the entire automation will work. In the next tutorial, I might be telling you how I can do the automation in Bravo and how we can assign the contacts for HubSpot. Rest these 4 will take care, and we need to prove everything from what itself. That's how we need to do the stuff.